If your current reality doesn't reflect what you want your life to be right now, I want to make it very, very clear that it's not your job or your monthly income or a certain house or car or lifestyle that you're looking for. What you're after is a feeling of freedom. You want to feel a sense of control over your own life. You want to feel capable in any scenario you might be put into. You want to feel a sense of purpose when you wake up every single morning, and you want to feel like you are working towards it each and every single day. And you currently aren't experiencing enough of those feelings in order to satisfy your soul's craving for them. That is why you feel this level of discomfort, and that is exactly what I'm going to teach you in this video. The first thing you need to understand is that the discomfort you feel has absolutely nothing to do with anything out here in the physical world. You have adopted habits and behaviors and thought patterns from your environment and from your surroundings your entire life up until this point. And a lot of them are currently limiting you from becoming the person that you want to be. And in order to fix this problem, we need to rebuild the current foundation that our mindset is currently standing on, so that over time we can build a strong mindset that will allow us to effortlessly pursue these feelings of freedom and fulfillment and purpose, like I mentioned before. And this video is going to consist of 3 separate steps that I've used personally in my own life to replace my levels of laziness, lack of discipline, lack of consistency, and procrastination with a psychotic level of work ethic, unwavering discipline, relentless consistency, and unmatched efficiency. So step 1 is to identify your weaknesses. Like, it is mind-blowing to me how many people, including myself in the past, they want to do better for themselves, but they continuously get stuck on the same hurdles time and time again. And it's because they never identify the areas that they need to improve in. But you have to have the willingness to trace these weak points back to the source. For example, when you wake up and for some reason you don't feel motivated to get up and do the things that you need to do, don't just go with the flow and chop it up to, oh, it's just another one of those days. Like, there is a reason that you feel this way, and you have to acknowledge that and trace those feelings back to the source. Why do I feel unmotivated? Why do I not want to get up when I said I was going to? Why do I feel overwhelmed with everything that I have to do? And whatever you're feeling, question it and then follow the path that will lead you to the answers. I'll use myself as an example because recently I was hit with this feeling that shit just wasn't feeling right in my day-to-day life. So I asked myself why, and it's because my daily life wasn't aligning with what I envisioned my future to be. And why was that? Because every time I was trying something new, it wasn't working, and it felt like I was just hitting dead end after dead end, and I just wanted to give up. Why was that? Because the discomfort and the inconvenience of the struggle and the hardship caused me to lose belief that I will succeed and I will pull this off, which then caused me to question if all of this was really worth it. And why was that? Because when things get hard, they lose their attractiveness and their appeal. And why is that? Because I let my emotions dictate my behaviors and my actions. You see how all that works? In the span of 45 seconds, we just went from a very surface level feeling of, oh man, I don't feel motivated today, it's just another one of those days, to analyzing it and getting down to the source of the issue, which was that I let my emotions dictate my actions and my behaviors and my thought process. So when you do this like I just did now, write all of them down because you're going to need them for the third thing that I will mention in just a second. But before that, the second thing is that you need to listen to the negative voices in your head. And I know that sounds counterproductive to everything that I just said previously, but it's actually very beneficial because that negative voice will never fully go away. So listen to it, understand it. Don't do what it says, but listen to it and understand where it's coming from, because it will lead you to all of your weaknesses. And that is extremely valuable, because when you know exactly what you need to work on in order to grow, then you know exactly what to do. And the best way I was able to listen to the voices in my head is from the third thing, which is flow state. Now, do whatever works best for you, but what works best for me is to find a time where no one will disturb me. I get in my car, don't turn on any music or podcast or anything like that. I keep my phone on Do Not Disturb and I just drive. You'll have just enough stimulation from focusing on the road, but not enough stimulation to distract your mind from it being able to go wherever it wants to. It'll be a time where only you exist. You're going to be alone, but not lonely, and your mind can roam freely with no right or wrong, no presumed method of action, and it's a dimension where you can explore and improve and imagine and manifest and simply just exist in your own mind. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't spend enough time in this state of thinking. But realistically, all you have to do is just set up your environment however you want to, breathe slowly, and then listen to your own thoughts. Don't try to feel certain things or think certain thoughts, just be. Period. One of the visualizations I like to do is I would imagine that I was standing outside of a building, and as I circled the building, I would observe all the unsteady and the unstable characteristics of the foundation as it swayed back and forth, and as the wind cut through the cracks in the building, I would identify the exact pillars that are the weak points of the foundation which are causing it to sway. The building is worn down and it's aged significantly, and it's looking as it may come down at the slightest push, but it won't until you tell it's time. And these are the underlying issues that you wrote down from the first thing that I mentioned. And what you have to do is you have to pair each issue with each pillar that is weak in the foundation of this building. Because this building is your current mindset that you have built over the course of your entire life. And it will only come down when you tell it that it is okay to let go. And as you stand there face to face with it, you will pull out the very pillars that were holding it up the entire time as it all comes crashing down. Now, you may feel hesitant to let this mindset go and let it all come down, which is completely understandable because it's the one that you've operated under your entire life. But you have to let it go and find comfort in watching it all come crashing down, because you have to understand that you will build something better once you tear this one down. Something taller, something more beautiful, something that will have a stronger foundation. You will build this new structure hand by hand no matter how long it takes, because this is your life that we're talking about. This is a life-changing process, and do not take it for anything less than what it is. You will build a mindset that is better and stronger, and one that reflects the person that you truly want to become. And if you want more lessons like this, all that I ask you to do is to join my free Telegram and subscribe to this channel. But thank you for listening to me today. I hope you found this one valuable, and I will see you in the next one.